What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Sports Web here, live from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. At halftime, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers tied with the Atlanta Falcons at 10-10. And with the start this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team had, you would be happy with it. A lot of people saying what's on everybody's minds, the same defense, but definitely the defense calmed down after Atlanta gets on the board there with the 50-yard completion from Michael Penix to Bijan Robinson. Savasi Dennis whiffs on the tackle. Looks like Tyke Smith has also an opportunity to get the tackle. Bucs settle down. By the way, Todd Bowles, how about him going for it on fourth down and that crucial situation, Bucs fans, and they're able to get it to who? Mike Evans right there. Baker Mayfield having a slow start, but it definitely seemed like it energized that offense. Get some runs by Bucky Irving, settle for a field goal. And then at that point, the defense is taken over. You have to say that you would be very, very pleased with the way the defense has shown up there in that second quarter, shutting down the Atlanta Falcons on a 4th and 1 at that point, holding Atlanta before the half to 10, where Zion McCollum has an opportunity to get that interception deflection by Vita Vea. But one of the big stories, as we talked about in the halftime or in the pregame show here live from Tampa Joe's, Emeka Egbuka, 30-yard touchdown, Baker Mayfield pass play action right there. The young man gets his first touchdown, and he's a leading receiver right now for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, 3 catches for 42 yards, including the 30-yard touchdown there. Beautiful pass, even better catch by Egbuka. So it's knotted at 10. So give me your thoughts here, Bucs fans. Again, a rough start by this Buccaneer team, but once again, getting it done, settling down. The Bijan Robinson 50-yard touchdown, the missed tackle. Savasi Dennis hasn't necessarily looked good. They have gotten pressure on Michael Penix, but as Harry would say, this kid does look good. He's everything as advertised at this juncture. 12 for 19, 141 touchdown. The running game, a non-factor by this Bucs team. We talked about it. This was going to be a big factor for this Bucs defense. They've been able to shut down Bijan Robinson, 4 carries for 6 yards. Tyler Algier, 6 carries for 17 yards. And again, Michael Penix, 3 for 3, which, by the way, he slides. Looks like he's going to get sacked by the Bucs defender there. Once again, they settle for a field goal. So let's go back out to these comments. As always, definitely want to hear from you guys. Look at the team numbers here, the inside the numbers at this point. 3 for 8 for this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team. Slow start by Baker Mayfield. But the offense is starting to cook here, giving him time. Of course, the surprise before the game, Graham Barton starting at left tackle. Don't see a lot of pressure there. He's been able to do a good job. Did pick up a penalty for holding, but overall, I think this offensive line has done a very good job on what they put out there. Of course, Graham Barton starting at left tackle, Michael Jordan at left guard, and Ben Bredeson at center. Total yards to the Bucs, 120 for Baker Mayfield, 7 for 15. Rough game, rough start, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. Bucky Irving, 8 carries for 25 yards. Rashad White, 2 carries for 14 yards. And Sean Tucker, 1 for 2. Mike Evans, 3 for 25, including that big 4th down conversion right there. We talked about Egbuka already making an impact as the second wide receiver on this team. He does not look like a rookie. He looks like Michael Penix at this point. He's been doing it for 10 years, as Harry the Greek would say. So we'll go out to the comments, read it, and then we will get you back to your game here as the Bucs are tied with the Atlanta Falcons as we're live here at Tampa Joe's. Get out here, Bucs fans. Plenty of Bucs fans out here getting riled up. We got Sun Devil Dave in the background coming here. Give me your thoughts on this as we read the comments. Bucs better win. Michael says we need to be more aggressive on offense. Coverage is terrible. You've seen they got pressure and come in there right there, Mr.
Bucs.
Sun Devil Dave. Yes, absolutely. Go Bucs. Welcome to the evolution of Sports Talk Television. Your initial thoughts? Yes.
I think that I think we just need to do more man-man.
Got to speak up a little bit. Got to get close.
We need to mix it up.
There
a
we
little
go.
bit on the defense. I think that the man-to-man needs to be implemented a little bit more because Penix is doing that real quick 2-second release.
Yes.
And he started shredding them. So
Yes.
again, I know with our guys, with Dean and the other guys, they got burned a little bit here and there, but I like the way the offense is going now. They picked it up. They made a huge couple of that 4th and 1, a couple of stops
Right.
at the end there that shut down the run game.
Right.
Because Robinson is a beast. And
Let's get closer. That's all.
I'm really impressed. Overall, looking good. I said Mayfield's struggling a little bit. Needs to spread it out a little bit more. Maybe get the tight ends and the running backs more involved in the passing schemes. I think they only have 7 receptions. I think Falcons have like 12.
Right.
So we'll just go ahead and mix up man-and-man coverage and try to keep Penix, kind of.
Got to get more pressure, and when you
gotta
get when you get a sack, and you saw Yaya Diaby get the sack, but it was taken off the board by Bucs' favorite whipping boy on this team, Jamel Dean, with a 15-yard penalty, which nullified that sack and gave the Atlanta Falcons a new life there. So let's go out to Michael. We need be more aggressive on the offense. Yes, they did get off to a slow start, especially Baker Mayfield. Here we leave you. Yes, he left. That's okay. Defensive game. It looks like a defensive game. I did tell you that it wouldn't necessarily just be about offense. It would be a defensive game. I think this defense has changed. They showed that. Vita Vea. You could see Hassan Reddick on that 4th down, shutting it down. It was Vea, Reddick, and Yaya Diaby getting in on the action at this point. So maybe a defensive game, a little bit of a slow start. Absolutely. You would come to expect that, Sun Devil Dave, because this is one of the things we talk about, not playing players in the preseason. That's what can happen. And then on top of it, having a new offensive coordinator and Josh Broussard. I thought, again, they settled down in the second quarter. Love the pass play action. You see empty looks, 5 wide receiving sets. They're taking advantage of it as we are waiting to show the second half of this game. Yes.
Quick. I love Ibaka.
Go ahead.
Right? Ibaka?
Ibuka, not Ibaka. Yes.
Yeah.
Not Ibuka. Yes, Ibuka.
He's the man. He's a
not Chewbacca. Yes.
Ibuka, you know what? Let Godwin heal up. We're okay for week 4 or 5. Big E, this guy's going to make some plays. His athleticism, he made a couple great catches. I like him as the second option, helping out Evans.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be fine.
Okay.
Just get a couple more, maybe slide out White and Bucky in the backfield, have them do some little passes, screen passes.
Yeah.
And move with that. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that rookie.
I think you got to be happy with the rookie. I think, second half keys, in my opinion, you got to run the ball more. At this point, only 8 carries for Bucky Irving. You got to get him more involved. The offensive line has to start creating those holes. And then on top of it, this offense runs and goes through Mike Evans. Only right now, 3 catches for 25 yards. You got to get him more involved. I understand they have double teamed on him. The refs seem like they're not calling pass interference with Terrell Jr. all over his back and not calling it with Evans and Terrell there. Let's go out to Tim. Haynes, 3rd string right tackle for the Falcons, seems to be doing fine. Have not heard Reddick's name yet. Reddick was in on that 4th down, but you're exactly right. That's another adjustment that these coaches have to make. You have to figure out how you're going to be able to get these defensive linemen after this quarterback. You got to put pressure on him, clean pocket. Like you said, he's getting rid of the ball. Also, about 2 to 3 seconds. That's by design. Joy says, go Bucs. Absolutely. LFG boys, absolutely good stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
Joy again. I would love to have a day to come to see the team and meet everyone. Absolutely get down here, Bucs fans, for your away watch parties for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Joe's, we just had the peach wings there. What did you have to eat on the Tampa Joe's menu?
I love the fried mushrooms. It was great. Fried mushrooms with some bread on the side.
Yes.
The cheese was great. So I'm looking forward to getting another entree when my future baby mama shows up.
Okay, your future baby mama. Okay, congratulations. Space Window, I'm ready to see them turn it up. Let's go Tampa, absolutely. David says our pass rush looks the same. They're not getting enough pressure, but you've seen some moments there. You've seen Yaya Diaby get the sack, but he gets nullified with the penalty at this point. It doesn't help. It doesn't help in those critical situations. So far, Grizzlies play calling isn't looking that great. I think a lot of people right now are just expecting this team to walk over. This is the Atlanta Falcons, okay? This was going to be a tough test. You're on the road. You're in the first game. There is going to be some difficulties possibly. So this lets everybody just relax. My text message just blown up because he thought the game was over after Robinson went for 50 yards. Relax. It's a long game here. Dan, Bucs are clearly the better team. You can see that. I'm hoping Mayfield bought his Salts LFG. Joy says, can you announce that you have a Special Olympics athlete in the house? I can. Absolutely. Bucs basement. Two biggest concerns so far. Middle linebacker is a glaring hole in offensive play calling. Savasi Dennis, from what you saw of him. We have talked about him ad nauseum. We've heard Levante David talk about him, but he has missed some tackles. He looks like he's out of place, although I saw him fill a gap, tackle the running back there. So we'll definitely see how that works. We're getting back to the second half. Joy says, okay, thank you. And Dan, what an offensive lineup. Not a lot of penalties. We'll go back to your second half. Once again, for Sun Devil Dave, I'm your host, Peter Blake, giving you something to think about. Your second half coming up. Bucs tied with the Atlanta Falcons. We'll see you on the post-game show of the evolution of Sports Talk Television. Keep it locked here.
Go Bucs.